They're really wild.
We asked a number of pop stars how they buy their TV licence.
My partner David Furnish buys it for me.
I buy mine on a Wednesday because I'm making love on Thursday, Friday and Saturday.
We pay our line.
I do not recall giving you permission to speak.
Sorry.
George Michael's is buying mine as an engagement present, aren't you, George?
Yeah, I pay by direct debit. It helps spread the cost. It's just over £9 a month. Me and the wife find it very convenient. Cheers, then.
If you pay your TV licence by direct debit, it can cost as little as just over £9 a month. Call 0800 328 2020 for details.
Disturbing drama on BBC One after the silence in 35 minutes. First, Jacko and Japan in Liquid News.
Hello, these are the week's big entertainment stories. Busloads of bile, Jacko's record company rage on the streets of London. Don't Posh Me, shop tries to sue Victoria Beckham over bad-mouthing claims. And Scott on the box. Liquid News reporter Colin makes Far East TV debut. We're live in Japan. Hello, my name is Julian and welcome to our pick of the week's best entertainment stories as seen on our nightly show on BBC Choice. Now, you'd think he wouldn't want to show his face in public, but Michael Jackson's been staging a one-man demo on the streets of London. He has, using an open-top bus, an umbrella and a homemade sign saying Sony sucks. He's waged war on the multinational. He was so angry even his face went red with rouge. Watching the bizarre bandwagon for Liquid News, Steph West.
After years in hiding, saying very little to anybody except Liz Taylor and certain animals, Jacko's making up for lost time, heading his big red bus straight into the heart of London on a Saturday afternoon. Exactly what's cured him of his reclusive tendencies is hard to pinpoint. Maybe his conviction that Sony has failed to properly promote his latest album, Invincible, which has now dropped out of the charts after selling just 5 million copies worldwide.
This is all very well, but the only people here today are Michael Jackson fans. Everybody else is watching the England-Denmark game, which exactly coincides with this protest.
The problem is, after being deprived for so long, his supporters can't cope with the Jackson overload.
He never was so close to his fans, and he smiled and talked to his fans.
You painted that yourself, did you?
Yes, I did.
Did they sit for you, or was it from a picture?
It was from a picture, of course.
For its part, Sony declared itself proud of the world-class marketing employed for Jacko's latest release. But appearing at a London nightclub, he said he was leaving the label as soon as he could.
They never thought that this performer myself would out-think them.
The spat was a culmination of a bizarre 3 days. His trip to Exeter FC with a big thank you to the club's chairman, Uri Geller, who it's said has helped Jacko overcome his reclusive tendencies. But the moonwalker has suffered at the hands of a loving mob. He was knocked to the ground at Paddington.
I felt on my body the pressure of fans. These are people who love him, but they can also crush him from the power of love.
He's also been attacked twice by an unauthorised dancer. The man struck once in a crowd and then inflicted his moves once again when the pack had departed. Maybe that's why Jacko abandoned his limo for the relative safety of the top deck for his protest. Stephanie West, BBC News.
On my banquette this week, Radio 1 film boffin James King, and here plugging the new series of TV to go comedy lady Mina Anwar. Welcome.
Thank you.
I quite like seeing someone like Michael Jackson who's so otherworldly, being all angry and showing sort of human emotions, don't you think?
Yeah, and I like seeing him in Exeter as well. It's a bizarre combination, but it kind of works.
You don't expect it, do you?
You don't expect it, no.
What about the pressure of all that love? Can you understand that?
Yeah, too much love. Well, he's a very thin man, so Uri Geller saying you'd be crushed by the power of love. I think crushed by the power of people's feet, I think.
Yeah, that was Paddington Station, wasn't it? I don't think he's the first man wearing makeup to fall to his knees in Paddington Station. So, are you a Michael Jackson fan?
Well, no, I used to be, but now, just watching this kind of thing here, I just think it's... if there's one thing I hate, it's whinging millionaires, you know, and you see it with George Michael too. George Michael I've got a bit more time for because I still feel that he is popular, but Jacko, to me, he seems to be complaining basically because his records aren't selling anymore, and that's because he's not very good anymore.
Oh, well, that's your
Well, that's my opinion. No, I don't think it's because the record company are, you know, screwing him over, to be honest with you. I think it's just because the records aren't as good as they used to be.
But the single from that album was quite good, actually. One of them.
But
not as good as, say, like Off the Wall.
Yeah, you know, he's not going to repeat Thriller again because that's great, and he's just not as good as that anymore.
I suppose it's a bit difficult for him, you know, because that's what he's, you know, that's the pinnacle that he's got to aim for, isn't it, really?
How can he ever follow that up, you know?
Can you get that shirt in red?
We're clashing nicely.
You're wearing that jacket. I can't compete with you.
No.
He looks bizarre, though, doesn't he?
He looks, well...
Me or Jacko?
No, Michael
okay.
Jackson.
I told him to take the tie off, he looked like Hitler Youth.
And I'm fascinated by all those fans who, they couldn't have been very old, you know, at the time of Thriller.
No, they're probably about 2 or 3, weren't they?
They seem to be, they keep going
But he
forever.
looks, I saw a picture of him the other day in the paper, in like a case, it was in a kind of glass case. It was probably an old picture of him sitting, because he has this kind of oxygen thing, doesn't he? Sits there and he's got loads of... I don't know how he kind of lets himself out of there, though. It's quite bizarre. He's got no door to it.
No, well, I'm sure he's got someone standing
A monkey.
by.
Yeah, he's monkey.
Bubbles.
I love your name, by the way. Would you say it for me so I get it?
Mina Anwar.
Mina Anwar. Sounds like a sort of cat food, but I mean that in a nice way, a nice cat food. Shall we press on?
Let's do.
Still to come, Madge Moans and Mick Neals. It's Liquid Music News.